Welcome to From the Porch. I am Shannon Berkelback, and I'm blessed to be here today with Doyle Sitton, longtime resident of Waller, and I'm just excited for y'all to get to know him. If you don't already, you should. And so just the question I'm always asking everybody is, first, how long have you been in Waller?
About 65 years, something like that.
And so how did you come to be here?
I got married and moved to Waller. My wife was from Waller, and she was teaching school at Waller. We went to Stephen F. Austin, and I may not can talk.
Do the best you can.
She went through in 3 years. So she taught a year before we got married. So I always said I got my bachelor's degree on a Wednesday, and I lost it on a Saturday.
What?
We got married June the 2nd, 1956.
So you met at college?
Stephen F. Austin.
You met there? Okay. Same with me and my husband. We met at A&M. So, worked out, right? How many years were y'all married?
67.
67. Nice. And I was sad to lose her. She was a bright part of our community. And so why did you stay in Waller?
Well, as I said, my father-in-law offered me a job. He had a feed store, Haney's Feed, and so I went to work with him in 1956. In 1960, he died of cancer.
Oh.
Then I was stuck with it.
Stuck with it?
And about 1960, when I bought my mother-in-law out and became the owner.
Nice. Oh, I just feel like that was a very central part of Waller. I grew up going to feed store there, buying for animals I raised for 4-H, or my horses eat a lot. And so I just always remember going there and actually, staying and talking. It seems like we always got into interesting conversations. I always feel like it was a central part of the community that brought everybody together to talk, right? Everybody knows you because of that.
I'm a pretty busy guy.
Yeah. So what is it that you like about Waller? Small town.
Well, I liked the small town. I was a country boy. I was born in a house in the country, not a hospital.
Right.
And that house is still, it was an old plantation house. My daddy was a sharecropper, and he was leasing that property at the time. And
so where was that?
It's in Rusk County, up close to Henderson. It was a little Class B school. There's 16 of us in a class, graduating class, and there's, I think, 4 of us left now.
Oh, wow. I know. I had 150 in our class here in Waller when I went here. We're fixing to celebrate 35 years. But I don't even know what the class size now is. It's so big in Waller.
Not 600.
600? Yeah. It's getting to be as bad as Cypress. So what is it that you said you liked small towns? Do you kind of, what is it about it?
Well, you don't get in a traffic jam going to the post office.
True. It's getting a little harder to pull out now, but we still can. We don't have to have a light.
When I came to Waller, 290 was a 2-lane road to Houston.
Same. Just a couple of lights and no big deal.
But, I go to Waller Baptist Church, and I'm a Gideon, and go to the Masonic Lodge and the Eastern Star. So I kind of stay busy.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to ask is how do you stay connected? Because as as this town grows and things, there's ways that we stay connected with your community, and it's a lot of it's your church, different organizations where you can volunteer and just get to know people in different ways. And that's how I know you too, is from church first.
Yeah.
Growing up at Waller Baptist, and was saying it's sad that it's sold now, where we both got married at Waller Baptist. I mean, it's different buildings, you were saying, but now they're going to build a new one. But
I knew your dad before you came to Waller Baptist Church.
you did? How did you know him before?
Well, I was a feed salesman.
Oh, right. I felt like we went to Waller Baptist pretty close once we moved out here. So we moved out here because my dad said, Houston's growing too big, we're going to the country, you can have a horse. And I was like, sign me up. So, and then I just remember going to Waller Baptist pretty quick. We didn't really visit anywhere else. So maybe you inspired him to go there? Talking at the feed store?
Yeah.
You might have been a part of that I didn't even realize. Neat. The rest of the story of how I ended up there.
Yeah, I remember y'all poured that driveway cement all the way up to the house.
Yes. It's a very long driveway that I had to walk down to go to the bus stop or run when I would be late for the bus stop. It's still there, same long driveway. So yeah, he always wanted to be a cattle rancher. That was not his business. He was in the oil business, you know, and then he just kind of decided to change his plans and kind of retire for a little while. Then he got back into the oil industry though.
He was in a he bought a raffle ticket for somewhere, and he won a limousine trip to a baseball game in Houston, and he took his Sunday school class.
I remember that.
We really enjoyed that.
Yeah, he always liked to just have a party, some way to organize people, just to share and have fun, get to know you in a different way outside of church.
And I was going to baseball games before they got the dome.
Oh, really?
I was down there the night they went 22 innings.
So again, I just have concerns with how Waller's growing so fast, not just the traffic, but just people aren't small town people that are coming. They kind of are moving out here to escape Houston still a little bit.
They'll bring their problems.
Yeah, so how do we get to know them and kind of teach them our ways, teach them, you know, how to be neighborly instead of like, you know, you drive down the road now and people don't wave anymore as you're going by. It's just not a thing because they didn't do it in the city. There's too many people to wave at. You'd just be doing it constantly. I don't know. How do we teach them to be connected?
I used to think that if you had a good football team, you'd have town pulling for everything. But now the school's too big that
You don't know the players anymore?
they don't even hardly advertise football games.
That was a big thing, Friday Night Lights. We still had it, even though we're not West Texas, it still just, you knew all the players, you knew all the families, and it has gotten so big you don't know who to cheer for. And that's why my heart is to try to keep that connection, you know, so that we can help each other. And you don't know people are hurting, you don't know how to help if they are just, I say we're on the front porch here because I feel like people are on their back porches now in their own privacy and maybe being fake, not being honest about their hurts, their needs, and so they don't get help if you don't ask, if you aren't known. I don't know, do you have any stories you want to share? Again, I grew up watching Paul Harvey and learning the rest of the story of kind of how you came here, you know, why you stayed, how y'all met.
We met at college.
Did y'all have a class together? Or?
No, I was trying to play basketball, and I wasn't that good. So first game, I got in just before the half, and I was lost. At halftime, the coach says, "Doyle, that job equipment manager, Mr. Henderson left school and it's open. It pays $50 a month. Do you want it?" And here I'm on a working scholarship with 35 cents an hour.
Wow.
And I said, I sure do. So that ended my basketball career.
Okay.
And at the end of that year, I got a job at Lufkin Foundry Machine Shop. So my last year, I was driving to Lufkin every day to work, make enough money to come to Waller so I can see my bride to be.
So do you remember the first time you saw her?
Well, I started telling the story and forgot it. I was handing out the jocks and socks, and then they had to pick them up and put them in the washing machine. So I was always the last one to leave. And sometimes the time I'd get to the lunchroom, it wouldn't be much left. And I had a brother there that was a good basketball player. And I came a year after he did. And everybody called me James's brother. And one day she asked, "You're bound to have a name. What is it?"
Not James's brother.
Uh,
So she was funny.
So then she started saving me a plate. So
Aw, I like that.
the way to a man's heart's through his stomach.
Yes, she got you there. So then you named your son James after your brother?
Yeah.
Is it after him? Okay.
Well, Mr. Haney's name was James.
Oh, so we had multiple James.
James
Okay.
E. Haney.
Okay. So that was Eunice's maiden name was Haney?
Yeah.
Okay. I love the stories. I love that. I didn't know all that you're not a very good basketball player, but you liked playing. In the machine shop, what did you do in the machine shop?
I ran a boring mill and drill press, and we made the boxes you see out there with the walking jacks on them. Oil field,
Okay. Oh, those.
oil pumps.
Okay. Well, my husband grew up in a machine shop too, so that's why he has all that. He's teaching me how to use a drill press recently, and I did a pretty good job with a nice little spiral doing the metal.
I had a drill press with a head on it that bored ever how many, 5 or 6, 7, 8 holes at once.
Oh, wow.
And then you tapped them all at once.
Well, thank you for
Thank you.
for sharing your story from the porch, and y'all get to know your neighbor because it'll help us stay connected. So we still stay connected after all these years. We meet at breakfast here and there.
Poor little old country boy, man. Enjoying life.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thank you, and appreciate y'all listen and get to know your neighbor.